This session which you're going to listen to today is our Masters Visualization. It's going to put you right there on the back nine on Sunday at the Masters, competing against some of the best golfers in the world as you try to claim the green jacket for the first time. The benefit of this session for your mental game is that it floods your subconscious with positive images that are going to inspire confidence and help you to see yourself as the kind of golfer who plays better under pressure. That's enough from me. Let's start the session now. In the meantime, good luck in trying to win the Masters.
Welcome to this Golf Guru visualization session. You can do this one from the comfort of your own home, as long as you choose somewhere quiet and calm to sit where you won't be disturbed. The deeper you can relax yourself, the more detail you'll be able to imagine. Hopefully you'll find the exercise fun, but it's also going to improve your ability to visualize, which is a great skill to develop in helping your golf game out on the course. It's also going to subconsciously increase your confidence, so when you next get out onto the actual golf course, you'll be raring to go, with some fresh memories created at Augusta National Golf Club during Masters Sunday. So if you haven't already, put your headphones on or earphones in, set your phone to Do Not Disturb, and let's make a start. I'd like you to close your eyes and start to bring to mind some images of Augusta. I imagine as a golfer, you're aware of the course, but however good your knowledge is, let your imagination flow throughout this session. Don't try to control your mind. Let random pictures of Augusta, be it past tournaments, some of the more famous holes, or even famous shots that have been played throughout the course of Masters history come to mind. And as you let your mind run freely across the Augusta National property, I'd like you to take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment before letting it go. Let your breathing relax you, slowing things down. Another smooth breath in, and then let it go. Finding a comfortable, natural rhythm with your breathing. Today, I'd like you to imagine it's Sunday at the Masters, the final round, and you are in the mix. In fact, you're just about to start the back nine, where so many dreams have been made and lost, where champions are crowned or pretenders crash out. Many people say the Masters doesn't start until the back nine on Sunday. Well, it's truly about to start now. You've just been applauded onto the 10th tee box, having made a good regulation par at the 9th hole. You're 2 under for your round, having made 3 birdies so far. First, at the par 5 second, you made a solid up and down from the front bunker. Then at the downhill par 3 sixth, where you used the contours of the green to hit your tee shot to only 2 feet. And finally the par 5 eighth, where you knocked it up to the front edge of the green in 2, and then managed to 2-putt for birdie. Your only blemish came at the long par 4 fifth hole, where many players have made bogey today. You found a fairway bunker, missed the green short with your second, and didn't manage to get up and down. But so far it's a solid round of golf. You're feeling a little bit nervous, but you're managing things well so far. Enjoying the competition, enjoying the fact it's the Masters, and sticking to your routine well to hit sensible shots. Your caddy is guiding you well, keeping you present, keeping you calm. In fact, that's a time to think, who is your caddy? It can be anyone, a close friend, family member, a fellow golfer. Choose the first person that springs to mind. They're right up there with you on the 10th tee box, carrying your bag, with their white overalls on and green Masters cap, your surname emblazoned across their chests in green writing. The 10th hole plays massively downhill and doglegs to the left. It's flanked by huge pine trees on either side, and if you can turn it around the corner of the dogleg a little bit with your tee shot, you stand to catch the downhill slope, allowing your ball to roll another 30 or 40 yards. There's a huge, famous, oddly shaped bunker about 120 yards out from the green. The green itself slopes from right to left, with drop-offs to the front and to the left, and a bunker on the right-hand side of the green. So you're 2 under for the round, 9 under for the tournament. You're tied with Brooks Koepka, who is in the group in front of you, and you're 1 behind Henrik Stenson, who is in the final group behind you, on 10 under. Stenson is playing with Brant Snedeker in the final group, but Snedeker, who had the overnight lead, has struggled and is now on 7 under. The lead is currently at 11 under, held by your playing partner, none other than Rory McIlroy. He's 4 under for the day. It's his honour here on 10, as he made a birdie at the last. He's pulled 3-wood. He takes his practice swing, stands over the ball, and then rips a high 10-yard draw that will land perfectly, catch the slope, and roll out to about 330 yards. Now it's time to hit your 10th tee shot. But a note before you start: it's fine to imagine yourself in either first or third person, or even a mix of the two. Let your mind run freely. There's no right or wrong way to visualize. Your caddy passes you a new ball, as you always change heading into the back 9. The wind is helping, slightly off the right, perfect for this tee shot. You take a white tee from your pocket and lean forwards to tee up your ball on the right-hand side of the tee box, near the marker. You notice how pristine the grass is, how tightly the edge of the tee box is cut, and how rich green the grass itself is. As you lean back up and take a couple of steps back, you notice spectators flanking either side of the tee box. You take a deep breath in and refocus, deciding on the shape of shot you want to hit, taking practice swings. And then you step up to the ball, take your stance, turn once more to look at your target, and then start your swing. You've pushed the ball a little from where you wanted to start it, but you hit it a bit off the toe and the wind catches it, turning it round the corner. It pitches near where you'd hoped and rolls out to near McIlroy's ball, but a little behind his. The crowd love it. They're cheering you both on as you step off the tee and begin your walk down the 10th. We're going to fly ahead now to the 495-yard par 4 11th hole, the first hole of Amen Corner. Another extremely long downhill hole, but not quite as downhill as the 10th, with a tight landing area for the drive and then water to the left of the green and huge mounds to the front right, ready to throw your ball in any direction. It's a treacherous hole where making par is a fantastic score. So you made a regulation par at the 10th. You hit a 6-iron from the fairway to 40 feet, lagged it up to 2 feet, and tapped it in. You've just hit 2 fantastic shots onto the front part of the green at the 11th, but you're still a long way from the hole, as it's cut to the back left in its traditional Sunday position. Your putt is probably around 60 foot in length, sloping right to left. It's a big challenge. You've marked your ball, thrown it to your caddy to clean. Rory is also now on the green, but in 3. He pushed his drive, caught the edge of the trees to the right of the fairway and dropped down much further back than he'd usually be. He then hit a 4-iron right of the green, safe play, and is now wedged on from 50 yards. But he's left it about 15 feet short and above the hole. A testy downhiller. So you're now assessing your putt, walking around the green, feeling the slopes under your feet, studying the putt from different angles, working out the speed, picturing how the ball will approach the hole, generally getting a feel for it. Your speed has been great all week so far. You're pretty confident. Standing back behind your marker now, you think you can see the line. The caddy throws you back your ball, you crouch down, place it, and take away your marker. Then step back, taking a deep breath in. You feel a sense of relaxation come over you. You know you're ready to hit the putt, so you step in, Look along the line you've chosen, tracing it with your eyes, all the way to the hole. You look back to the ball, and with a clear mind, you make your stroke. The ball zooms off, your head still down. You think you may have hit it a little too much. The crowd are urging it on. You start walking after it. It's turning now, as it begins to slow, creeping down towards the hole on an incredible line. Even McIlroy is looking anxiously, but it just burns the high side. A fantastic effort. You put your hand up to thank the crowd applauding you on your right-hand side, up on the hill by the 12th tee, as you walk to mark your ball. It rolled out just a little more than you wanted to about 4 feet, but it's straight uphill, so very makeable. That putt really got your heart racing. It was so close to going in. Moments later, Rory makes his putt, and you knock yours in to keep the gap at 2 shots. We'll go straight ahead now to the 12th, perhaps the most famous hole at Augusta, if not one of the most famous holes in all of golf. The short 155-yard par 3 hole named Golden Bell, where the wind famously swells, making distance judgments so much harder. The pin is cut on the far right-hand side of the green in its traditional Sunday spot, and Rays Creek runs in front of the green, ready to swallow up anything left short. You know you and your caddy have to select the right club here. Luckily, Rory has the honour, so you'll see how his ball reacts to the wind. He's discussing the shot with his caddy and then pulls 9-iron. He steps into the shot in front of you, takes one look at the target and then makes a smooth swing at the ball, playing straight for the flag, but he's pushed it a touch, and it seems the wind is pushing it further. He's looking anxiously. He's worried he doesn't have enough club, but his ball descends and lands safely on the far right-hand side of the green, leaving him about a 15-foot putt for birdie. Now it's your turn. You pick up some grass, throwing it into the air, trying to read the wind. You look back to the 11th hole, as the flag there is supposed to be an indication of what the wind is doing. You think it's helping slightly and off the right, but are confused how Rory's ball moved right in the air. It shouldn't have. You and your caddy also decide on a 9-iron. You hit the ball a touch shorter than Rory, but your plan is to play left of the pin much more safely than he did. Your line is over the right edge of the bunker in front of the green. You tee up your ball, step back, take some practice swings to get the feel of the club. Take a deep, relaxing breath in. And then sensing that you need to, you take another breath in, looking down at the ground in front of you to compose yourself for a moment, to help you focus. And then you're ready to step up to the ball, getting comfortable, looking at your target, and then making a swing. It's a nice looking shot. You pushed it a little, and you two now are watching anxiously, hoping it gets up. It's on an amazing line, but you're not sure you've hit it. And it descends now, landing on the green, just 3 feet short and slightly left of the hole. What a shot. The crowd lose their minds around you. You breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that it was probably the adrenaline that gave you a little extra distance to carry the water. Now you're looking at a certain birdie. You step down off the 12th tee, walking towards Hogan Bridge, feeling very confident. Now flying ahead again to the 13th hole, the extreme dogleg left par 5, the last part of Amen Corner, where you've laced a drive, not quite as far around the corner as you'd hoped, but still within reach. The wind is hard off the right, and your ball is well above your feet as the fairway slopes severely from right to left. The pin is cut on the right-hand side of the green, meaning this is a very tough shot. You have 215 yards to the front of the green, 232 to the pin. McIlroy is up ahead of you, but he's in the pine straw. He didn't turn his tee shot over. It's looking like you'll have to lay up short of the green from there. And having only made a par at the last to your birdie, you are now within 1 shot of his lead. There's something about you here that just knows you want to hit the 4-iron. Your caddy is desperate for you to hit 1 club more, but you know in your heart that 4 is the club. You know you can let it rip off the slope, hitting it high, but holding it off slightly, and with the extra adrenaline pumping through your veins, you'll get it there. You pull the club from your bag. Your caddy steps away. You look up past the mass expanse of green fairway in front of you, over the creek that runs in front and to the right of the green, and then to the bright yellow flag. You know you need to land your ball about 20 feet left of the pin and about 10 yards short of it. From there, it'll bounce forward and then begin to turn right towards the hole, releasing off the severe slope in the middle of the green. You picture the shot in your mind as you prepare yourself, taking deep breaths. And then decisively you step in to take your stance. You pull the trigger and absolutely flush the ball, hardly even feeling the contact of club on ball, and it soars off into the sky, and from then you know how good it is. The ball flies exactly as you imagined, and as it lands hard on the green, the crowd erupt, egging it on as it rolls forwards and round to the right, rolling down the slope to only 6 feet from the flag. You look at your caddy, who smiles knowingly. Once again, we'll go forwards now to the 15th hole, the downhill par 5. You're standing on the green, facing a 7-foot putt from behind the hole, so your view is back up towards the fairway, over the water that's in front of the green. And it will also give you the outright lead over Brooks Koepka, who's also on 12 under, having just eagled the 15th minutes before you. He's now safely on the 16th green with a 20-foot birdie putt. If you turn to your left and look behind you, you can see him now through a thin line of trees and over the heads of spectators who flank the 16th green. Your caddy nudges you on the shoulder and tells you to focus. So you take a deep breath in and settle yourself down, starting to go through your routine, focusing on the putt at hand. You crouch down, picturing the way the putt will roll, and then place your ball back down, taking your marker away, and then stepping into the putt, looking down at your ball, relaxing your hands, looking over towards the hole, 7 feet away, tracing the line, and then making your stroke. You fist bump as the putt goes in. You're now out in front at the Masters. You walk the short distance forward to pick your ball out of the hole and then tip your hat to the crowd, smiling to yourself, soaking up their cheers. Just moments later, you hear the groans from the 16th in front as Brooks's putt grazes the edge of the hole. McIlroy is tapping in for birdie, but having only made par at the 13th and then bogey at the 14th, he's now back on 11 under, where he started the back nine. Stenson too is on 11 under. You're now applauded and cheered onto the 16th tee. Thanking the crowd, you then look at the pin sheet in the yardage book with your caddy, but you already know what you need to do. The pin is cut where it always is on Sunday. Back left, tight to the edge of the green, but very accessible if you can hit the slope to the right of the pin. There have been many holes in one at the 16th on Masters Sunday throughout the years. You have 175 yards to the pin, into a little bit of wind. You need to carry the ball around 170 and land it about 20 feet right of the flag so it catches the slope. You picture this shot in your mind and decide to hit a firm 7-iron. You could hit a knockdown 6, but under this pressure, you know it's better to hit something with a little more conviction, and you know that being a little short on the right line isn't a bad shot at all. You'll still have a makeable birdie putt. You tee your ball over on the right-hand side of the tee box and step back. A deathly silence falls over the crowd. You can only hear the birds and the wind in the trees now, as you once again go through your routine. A deep breath in, helping to slow and smooth the heart beating in your chest, and narrowing your focus. You make your practice swings and then pick a specific target, stepping into the shot decisively, fully committed. You're in your stance now, looking at the ball, and then up to the green, back to the ball, and you swing. You stiffed it. The ball caught the slope, rolled down to about 2 feet. What an incredible shot. The crowd loved it. You have a guaranteed birdie here at the 16th, taking you to 14 under par. What a back nine you're putting together. Now we'll move ahead to the 18th hole, named Tee Olive, which presents an incredibly narrow tee shot, particularly given that you ideally have to cut the ball off the tee. This is combined with a steeply uphill approach to a 2-tiered green that makes the approach shot incredibly tough unless playing from the fairway or your name is Sandy Lyle. You made a regulation par at the 17th, and now reports have come back that Stenson made birdie at the 15th but only a par at the 16th, so you are 2 ahead of him heading into the final hole. Rory made a courageous birdie at the 17th and is also now on 12 under. Brooks has struggled over the final 2 holes. It looks like he'll make bogey on the last, dropping to 11 under. You've got one arm in the green jacket. Now it's time for you to step up and hit the most important tee shot of your life on the 18th. But first, it's Rory's honour after his birdie at 17. You see him now step up and rip a power fade through and around the trees, splitting the middle of the fairway. You pull the driver from your bag. You tee your ball up. You remind yourself how well you've hit this 18th tee shot in the previous 3 rounds, hitting the fairway every single time. You step back a couple of paces behind the ball. Take your practice swings. Imagining the flight of the ball starting at the cavernous white bunker in the distance that's perfectly in line with the funnel of trees in front of you, before cutting around to the right slightly, out of view, up into the fairway of the dogleg right. Your heart is pounding. You take a smooth breath in and let it go. You step into the shot, taking your stance. You look again at your target, eyes back to the ball, and make your swing. That's the ball. Another great swing under pressure, middle of the fairway. Your caddy, looking serious, takes your driver back and gives you a little nod. You take off for your ball, you and your caddy walking side by side. The cheers of the crowd urging you on to victory. What an amazing atmosphere. But you know not to get carried away yet, there's still work to do. You keep your head down, your breathing slow and calm. It's your approach shot now. You're hitting first. You've got 175 uphill to the pin. Wind off the left and ever so slightly into. The pin is cut middle left on the front tier of this 2-tiered green, tucked behind the front left bunker in its traditional Masters Sunday location. You look at your caddy. You don't even need to speak. You both know the plan here. Aim well right of the flag, play for pin high or slightly past. Let the slope bring it back to the correct level. This is not the time to be aggressive. Playing uphill and off a slight uphill lie, it has to be a 6-iron. 7-iron runs the risk of not getting there. But because of the adrenaline, you decide to grip down ever so slightly on the 6. And now it's time to play. You go through your routine again, stepping back, taking your practice swings, picturing the ball flight. You take a calming, deep breath in, feeling your shoulders relax back and down, but feeling confident. You line up your shot, picking a small, precise target. You step into the shot. Look up at the green one more time, then make your swing. The ball soars off, heading for the green. The wind doesn't push it quite as much as you'd thought, which actually means it's heading closer to the flag. It's on a line about 5 yards right of the bright yellow pin, descending now. Have you got the distance right? Yes. You high-five your caddy, pumped up now, knowing that you hit the right shot at the right time, that you stuck to your process and produced the right result. It's in. You've just been told that Henrik has missed the fairway on the 17th and has no shot to the green, so he's not going to make birdie. It's now all about Rory. He's 10 yards in front of you and further up the fairway. He's probably only got an 8 or even a 9 iron in. He's going right at it. He swings. You immediately see he's pushed it slightly, and it's caught the wind, and it's landing 10 yards or so right of the pin. The crowd applaud, but it's not the shot he hoped for. He's going to have to wait at least one more year for a green jacket. And now it's your walk up to the 18th green. It's your time. You've almost made it. You've almost won the Masters. The crowd know it. You wave and thank them. Enjoy imagining the walk. You see your ball now as you step up onto the green, onto the frontier. It's slightly uphill of the pin, only around 15 feet away. You mark your ball, repair your pitch mark, and look over at Rory, who's pin high, but more like 35 feet away. You look up for a moment and take in the crowds around you. A sea of people, 8 to 10 people deep, all around the left, right, and back of the 18th green, apart from the small roped opening at the back of the 18th, next to the dark green TV tower, where you'll soon be walking up the hill to sign your scorecard, and across to the butler cabin to slip on the green jacket. Rory putts. He's given it a chance. It's on a great line, but he's just missed. The crowd applaud. He taps in. And now it's your time. You've read the putt cautiously. You know it's fast from here. 2 putts are all you need to be sure of winning. The putt breaks ever so slightly from right to left, but you remember Nick Faldo telling you once in a practice round that it never turns as much as it looks. There's still work to do. One more deep breath in to settle your nerves. And you feel the breath relax you, almost as if someone is turning down the volume of your senses, passing over control of the shot from your mind to your body, trusting you to hit this putt. You step into the shot, take your stance, look towards the hole once, back to the ball, and make your stroke. Just missed, but now you're tapping in to win the Masters. You've done it. You've won your first major championship, beating some of the best players in the world down the stretch. You raced past them, taking full advantage of the back 9, playing amen corner and 3 under, and making further birdies at 15 and 16. You are this year's Masters champion. We hope you enjoyed this guided visualization exercise. There are so many principles in this audio that you can now take to the golf course for your next round. The importance of breathing, your routine, imagining a shot successfully before you swing, leading to confident swings and clear thinking under pressure. Your mind is a powerful tool. That's why the best players in the world all use visualization too, and why top psychologists teach it. We're planning on creating more audio like this, but in order to make the content the most helpful to you, we really need your feedback. Please fill out the short survey that follows this session. Golf Guru's mission is to provide a range of content that opens golfing minds, helping golfers like you think better, feel better, and ultimately play better. Thanks for trying Golf Guru.